Most people are taught that progress comes from working harder, more hours, more effort, more sacrifice, and for a while that belief holds true. Hard work creates motion, it builds competence, it earns survival, but eventually a subtle ceiling appears. Effort continues to rise, yet results stop changing in any meaningful way. That moment is often misunderstood. It is not a lack of discipline, it is the natural limit of effort operating without leverage. This difference between effort and leverage is central to how Valerian thinks, not as instruction and not as motivation, but as structure. Because wealth, like leverage, is not created by doing more indefinitely. It is created by deciding where effort should exist and allowing systems to carry forward what time alone cannot. Working harder is linear. You add input and receive a proportional output. Choosing leverage is non-linear. A small, well-placed action changes the entire trajectory of the result. The distinction is not moral and it is not about ambition versus laziness. It is about mechanics. Effort pushes from behind. Leverage reshapes what lies ahead. Hard work concentrates on execution. Leverage concentrates on position. When you work harder, the question is, what can I do next? When you choose leverage, the question becomes, where should I stand? So that the same action produces a fundamentally different outcome. One approach adds weight, the other alters geometry. This is why working harder often feels virtuous, yet training. It keeps you close to the work. It makes you indispensable, and being indispensable feels meaningful. Leverage does the opposite. It gradually removes you from the center. It allows systems, people, capital, and credibility to carry outcomes forward without requiring your constant presence. To many, this feels unsettling, almost like surrendering control. In reality, it is the quiet acquisition of durability. The confusion persists because of visibility. Hard work is obvious, long hours, visible strain. constant motion. Leverage is subtle. It appears as calm, as margin, as optionality. From the outside, it can resemble ease. From the inside, it is usually the result of long periods of deliberate, often unremarkable decisions made early. There is also a deeply human reason. People clinch to effort. Effort provides immediate feedback. You feel useful. You feel involved. Leverage delays feedback. You may spend years building something that looks inactive. This requires patience, restraint, and a willingness to look unproductive while quietly positioning yourself for outcomes that arrive later but scale far beyond you. Choosing leverage does not mean rejecting hard work. It means directing hard work toward things that continue working after you stop, skills that compound, relationships that create trust, assets that earn without attention, systems that reduce dependence on your time. Hard work lays the foundation. Leverage decides whether that foundation becomes a ceiling or a launch point. The real question then is not whether you are willing to work hard. Most people are. The deeper question is whether you are willing to step back and ask where your effort truly belongs because effort can fill days, leverage reshapes lives, and the most meaningful progress often begins not by doing more, but by choosing where more actually matters.